GM, we're live. Puka Nakua. He's taking everything from me, including my office. So I'm down here. Apologies. Got off to a super late start. Knew I was not going to make it at 8:30, so had to push the stream back. But appreciate all of you for coming by. Chris said GM Campbell's is Puka the guy to have. He early returns say yes. Go AZ Cards has 0 on his semi teams. Let me just, I guess I can put this up. Let me switch tabs here. Wait, that's the Chow Chow. What am I looking at? Actually, that's not the screen I thought I had. So I got 21 teams, and I got 2 Puka teams. And they're in the little board and little board 2. Might just not be my year. Good news to win your pod. Your first round pick needs to smash as of now. Not out of if it hat tipped. Yeah, I mean that is true, right? We've had you do draft Puka Nakua to go off, and if your first round pick scores 33 points, you're not stone dead. But you're gonna need some spike weeks. This was bad if you did not have Puka. Boise Cards, 3 of my 5 BBMs are Puka teams. Wow, Chris, that's awesome. But all 5 of those overcame having 0 Lawrence, Etienne, or Pitts. You just need a little bit of run good, Chris. A little bit of run good. You do have a chance, Go AZ Cards. Yeah, Chris. I mean, it's again like the Pitts teams didn't all get through, but it is definitely a good start. Lose 2 of your 5 BB. Yeah, I mean, my God, if you can get 3 through, that would be fantastic. Welcome to the Candles Chat Discord, aka Best. Yeah. It's not looking great, people. It's not looking great. If I look at my team. PD thinks I'm going to get 2.6 teams through, one of which is a Badge Bros Brawl team. I did not have Puka on that team. I think it was like JSN and Walker, but I think that might be a pod where there's no Puka teams in it. Or no, that's impossible because my only non-Puka teams are little board. So scratch that. But PD still does like my odds in that particular room. Brian the Goober, GM, our Goober super team is 71% to advance. The only ones with Stafford Puka. Man, that's nice. My 1 BBM team has only 1 Puka team in the pod, which is good. But it is a Puka Stafford team, which is bad. And so I am now anti-sweating a bunch of players over on that team. Let me see if I can pull it up on the other screen. Actually, is it easier to just look at it on here? I get very confused on what views, but let me roll through chat. Go AZ Cards, Brian plus JSN, nice start to the week. Absolutely. JSN had like a respectable game. He just cancel overtimes. Overtime ruined everything. I have 3 Puka teams, but also important I'm in 3 pods where no one had him and did have Stafford, 1 with Adams, and I had JSN Darnold. That's pretty good. It sounds pretty good. I'm here, Emo Cowboy. I'm glad you're here. And I saw the Toxic Tower team has a absolute wagon in the BBM semis with the Puka team. So could we see Emo Cowboy and friends in the finals? It's possible. We can't rule it out. Steven says, I'm guessing someone else will go off when pod I'm in. A guy has Puka, JSN, Stafford, Walker. Yeah. They're saying week 16 stacks are the way to go. GM's what a bloodbath for the non-Puka team. Yeah, Greg, it's over. It's so over. I'm like wearing this like decrepit dolphin sweatshirt that I didn't realize how bad it looks on camera until I sat down. It was too late to change. This stream is going off the rails. But GM to you, Greg. Hope you're having a great one. 6:45. I know. I had to push it back. There was no way I was going to be on time today. I did not forget the cream cheese. Just my alarm clock did not work, aka my child who normally wakes me up at 5 woke me up at like 7:30, and I was shocked. Sup fam? Hey, who hames? GM to you. GM, hope you're having a great morning there. Who? Al Boogie saying sup who. Go AZ Cards. On a happier note, my strongest BBM team is a 0% Puka pod, and the Bulldog. Oh man. GM, it is National Puka Day. It is a National Puka Day. ATX Bearcat, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning here. Tieran says, contrarian view, Seattle and Rams peaking too early, dark horse Eagles. I don't know about that, Tieran. It's week 16. If anything, if you want to make that argument for week 18, I don't know if I'd be there because there's still time to re-peak. I think it is a little. I think I'm with Crutches. I think it's too early for the truly galaxy brain take that it's a bad thing to score 38 points against a good defense. Terrence with the shrug. Hey, Terrence, I appreciate the takes, man. I just don't know if this is one I'm on board with. I mean, the odds are out there plus 1100 versus 425 or 500. Yeah, I definitely going to shift who gets the bye here. I think I've been playing it like the Rams were kind of a lock, even though knowing that this game was coming and knowing that I actually kind of like the Seahawks in the game. Still feels like weird if we get a full for Mittens and Gauntlets, if we get the full slate of games from the Rams. I mean, my God, that would be even better. Pitts last week, Puka this week, Pickens week 17. Oh my God. Pickens as he strolls around the field. Even Darnold got there. Yeah. Again, cancel overtimes. If you want like a rage bait tweet, you should you could suggest something like best ball should only include 4 quarters, like not overtime. Like how like soccer props don't include like extra time if you're in a cup. GM Purple Yosh, hey GM to you. Hope you're having a good one. Ryan the Goober probably gonna have. Oh yeah, Yosh. I don't know. I didn't know your elim matchup enough to know. I'm assuming that there was no Puka fallout, but let us know. Brian says probably gonna have a sweat on my wedding night, getting married Monday in week 7. That is some poor planning on your part to have this your wedding on the week 17 sweat. Oh my God, I'm just kidding, man. I am so happy for you, but man, that would be funny if you're literally sweating a BBM final as you're saying your vows. Crutches, congrats on everyone's run good. Even my nuttiest DK team with Stafford, Puka, Ken Walker has 3 Pukas, 1 pod with no Puka and BBM, but I don't have either. Yeah, over on DK, I only have 2 teams live on DK, and I have a Puka team, and there's 4 other Puka teams. You can't even get run good with that. Doc7997, top of the morning. Hey, GM to you. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good morning. Let me hop in. Let's not keep the people waiting. I can hop into a Mitten and finish up chat. So let's see if I can ever scroll far enough. I'm going to break my finger here. Why do they move this so far over? All right. The run bad continues. The run bad continues. We're not in developer mode. And now I have to do it on my phone. Dear God. All right, let's see. We're going to try to join a Mitten. The Mitten. 5 more. So some of you might have gotten underflowed. I apologize. But we're waiting for 5. If anyone wants to get in, it's on. Chad, I'm not having a great one. No, I'm not either. I got to be honest. Seeing that I have like little board and little board 2 is brutal. Crutches, even my strong badge bros team with Puka, he's on 3 of 5. Ugh. Yeah, it's so random. It's so random. Friday drinking game. Every time a streamer says Puka drink, nope, you will not. You're in big trouble if you make that your game. Maybe make it like JSN, because no one's talking about him. Oh my gosh, we got Nez in the room. We got our friend Biff Channon, and we got Jets Drop Bombs, who famously we're still waiting for his bash appearance. And I think ANT. So this is a friends and family room. Mario Solar, get in the chat. Get in the chat. Who aims? I'm getting a feeling JT and CMC going to nuke to close out week 60. That's what I need, man. My one BBM team is a CMC team. I've got Pittman on the other side, so as long as I'm within like 40, I'll tell myself I have a sweat. But it could already be over. Thomas Haywatt, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you. Crutches, honestly, I'm so confident in Rams. I'm kind of just happy to get an extra game versus Seattle or San Francisco. I feel like a semi-fraudulent 1 seed. So you're sorry, you don't want the Rams? Okay, scratch that. I'm sorry, Crutches. I'm struggling today. Yes, I agree. I would rather the Rams have the 2 seed. The Seahawks feel like a super vulnerable 1 seed. Like I would not be surprised if they lost their first game. I would agree. This to me makes the Rams like way even more of a smash. Craig, straight up not having a good time. Need the weirdo late rounders to save me now. Go estimate LaQuint Mononga. Oh my God, Craig. Greg, this is full hand on shoulder me, man. This is bad. This is bad. Hey, Nez, GM Dude Candles. Hey, appreciate you, Nez. I see you here. Taking Josh Allen at the 2, CMC at the 3. Oh, should we take JSN? No, let's take James Cook. We'll take James Cook. We'll see what we can build on the other side of it. We'll let someone else have our bye week king there. Jets drop bombs. GM to you. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Hope you're having a good one. Purple Yo, still coin flip in the limb, not facing the Puka team, thank God, but the Puka team is probably winning it all. I hope you or Gunnar Ross is winning it all. So we'll see. Maybe it's a little bit of a hangover next week, but yeah, probably not. AGX Bearcat, my 555 has Darnold, JSN, K9, no Stafford or Puka in the pod. That's pretty fortunate. That is definitely some run good. Go easy cards. Brian, best day of his life, getting married plus winning $1 million. I mean, think bigger. 2 million. 2 million to first. Wow, nobody wants JSN. Holy moly. All right, I'll take him. I'll take him at 9. We're shark jumping here, folks. At a certain point, you will have to take him. I am surprised he came all the way back to 9 though. Jets drop bomb. My last DK team, and I have the only Puka, and he's with Stafford and Walker. That is about as good a Thursday as you could have. Jets drop bombs. Best of luck getting that one through. Who aims dailies are supreme to playoff best ball. That is why. Yeah, I mean, I'm still running the dailies. I'm still running the dailies, but it does seem like the people are hungrier for the playoff best ball. But we'll see. I might run a BR or 2 in here. Just to, because it is Friday. ANT, I am in 5. Yep, I see you there. You've got Stafford Adams. Pretty nice start there. Chief Matt, I'm in the Hertzig. I'm sorry. It was going so well. I had 40 teams advancing, and then it went down to 23, and we need CMC. And Shaheed didn't really do much. It was nice to see him get the punt return. Having 1 target in an overtime game where they score 38 points, my God. I mean, I was thinking he would be slightly more involved than that. That was not great. Crutches, I mean, all my Rams are built for the bye, but if they're the 5 seed, they get the NFC South round 1. Yeah, that seems kind of fun there. Danny 064 GM. I hope you're having a good morning, Danny. Appreciate you stopping by today. Crutches, yeah, my 555 feels unlucky. Ken Walker smashes, but 3 Pukas and 8 man. Yeah. We're talking about this yesterday in Discord. Someone was like, oh, this is bad. Before the Puka game, there's 1 guy with Puka and Stafford. It's like, that is a lot better than 4 guys with Puka and Stafford. We got Cook. We've got JSN. I think we'll just grab... I'll grab Shakir, I guess. It's either Shakir or Kincaid. So we'll take Shakir here. We'll pull the board up so people can see what's going on. All right. Who aims? I get it. Everyone loves playoff best ball, but I'm not there. Yeah. Yeah, I like the dailies. I think it's kind of an interesting slate. I haven't done any of the 12 persons because they just seem absolutely brutal. I'm just going to grab Ken Walker, even though he might come back to me, and I could take Kincaid here. I don't want to risk that. I don't really want to have a Seattle team without Walker. Yeah, Nez on dad duty times out with Allen Hurts. Yeah. Well, I mean, I did leave you. I'm assuming you're about to take. Well, I won't tell you what you want to do. I'm assuming you're going to end up with Kincaid at least as your stack, but maybe we fly the coop. He takes Josh Jacobs. So yeah, we're building this through Buffalo, Seattle. Obviously, now we have to worry about the Seattle bye. So I don't think I want to go too nuts on the Seahawks side, but it is nice to have some Bills. Chris has himself in the herd. Yeah, you got to roster. Imagine not rostering yourself. My God, that would be terrible. All right, I guess Kincaid came back to us, so we'll just do that. Seems good. So we've got Seattle on one side. We definitely have to take Darnold because otherwise our Buffalo pieces are completely useless. So we'll take Darnold, and then we'll figure out what we want to do opposite that. Good start for me and DK, Millie, Puka, Stafford, Kyron, Coolnight. Yeah, that is a dream start there. All right, now what do we want to do on the other side of this? Yuck. All right, I think I know what I want to do. I'm just going to grab Darnold here. I don't want any funny business because then this whole thing kind of falls apart. Biff Tannen doesn't have a quarterback. I mean, it doesn't make sense. And I think we have mostly rational actors, but I think with how we're going to land the plane, I can just do it through this side. I'm not on my normal monitor, so it's a little more scrunched than usual today. Jake says, if Seattle beats Carolina and loses to San Francisco and San Francisco wins out, Seattle might be the 5 and the Rams 6, but I'm not sure. I don't know all the iterations off the rip. I do know there is an outside chance. I think if the Niners win out and weird stuff that they could get it, like you're saying. But yeah, it's definitely not carved in stone that they're going to get the bye with 2 weeks left. Williams, in the Hertzig thing, I took Hertzig and everywhere else were the Scatabo Bulls. Yeah. Like myself. Crutches, yeah, Jake, it's possible. Not a bad draw either, IMO. If they were the 6th seed. I'm not even sure who they'd play. I gotta pull up the thing. It's so fluid. I haven't worried about the playoffs, who's gonna play who yet, because it seems like it's so fluid that it's not necessarily worth it. All right, Nez kind of did. I was going to start taking Bears, and I said I'll take Darnold because no one's going to go on the other side of that, and that was actually the plan. So now now I candidly am kind of scrambling for what to do. I guess we do. All right, we'll do Lions. We'll do Lions again and pray because the Bears are kind of the last boat. I guess I could have done Tampa. I should have done Tampa. That was stupid. I don't know why I thought I saw Bucky get taken. I would have taken Bucky, Baker, and then Evans. I think that would have been a better way to do this than have another Detroit team with how thin that is. 5 is much better. Obviously, Eagles, I think. Okay. But currently, Rams 26% 1 seed, 55% 5 seed, only 10% 6 seed. Okay. Yeah, still 25% chance to get the 1 seed. So, interesting there. All right, now that we've taken Gibbs, let's just continue the bit. We'll take Amon-Ra. So far, this team is Darnold, Cook, Ken Walker, Jahmyr Gibbs, JSN, Shakir, Kincaid, Amon-Ra, and then we'll see how we want to finish it out. We've got 3 Bills, and so then we're going to end up with 4 of an NFC team and 3 of the other NFC team. So it just depends. Do we want 4 Lions or do we want 4 Seahawks? My inclination would be the Lions side because my additional Seahawks would be like a Charbonnet which is fine. I wouldn't mind that if I was going heavier on that, or if this had run out differently. But I think I'd rather do like Goff JMO to end, because I am playing this if Detroit makes the playoffs. And Seattle has the 1 seed. I want more players in that first round to get through. And again, I think if that happens, I'm more likely to get a spike week from JMO than like a Sharps or a Cup or whomever. So we'll grab JMO here. I don't think anyone would take Goff at this point. And that'll wrap that. We'll go over everyone's team. Again, I should have done Tampa. I messed this up. It doesn't look like anyone's even taking Tampa. I guess Mario Solar took Evans. But had I started up here, I would have, I think I would have gotten that first. All right. It looks like 3 teams have 2 quarterbacks. 3 teams have 1. I am going to end up with 1. We'll see if T is adding like Stroud here. I'm assuming that's who he's going to be taking, but I haven't been paying super close attention to everyone else's team. He does take Stroud. We'll take Goff. Fletcher says, I think Niners and Seattle control destiny, but I think if Seattle loses to Niners and Niners lose one of their last games and the Rams win out, the Rams get the 1. Okay. TLDR likely need the Niners to lose to Bears and then beat Seahawks. It's so up in the air. It's very up in the air, and they really back-weighted some of these division games at the end of the season. Yeah. I guess you just got to play a lot of different variants. And again, it's, when we know, then you want to start doing things like don't have your you don't want like 2 teams that are going to play in the first round. Like that's not a good way to build. But right now, I think trying to avoid that is just adding in variables that I don't think I can really control for. So we're kind of just putting our head in the sand a little bit. So this team ends up being Darnold, Goff, James Cook, Ken Walker, Jahmyr Gibbs, JSN, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, Amon-Ra, and Jameson Williams. Let's see how Nez dug out. He ended up autoing. He goes Allen, Hurts, and then Jacobs, Ramondre, Swift, and Dobbins, AJ Brown, Goddard, Franklin, Dotson, and so he basically has the Eagles playing Denver or the Patriots is what it looks like, and preferably the Patriots with Dobbins and Franklin. So otherwise, just some heavier advance rate pieces, because otherwise I don't think I see a Super Bowl. But sometimes you got to do that when you auto lean a little more towards advance rate, and still does build a possible Super Bowl team. Biff Tannen, I don't know if you're in the chat today. Nez, no apologies necessary. They're all coherent players, and you have a coherent Super Bowl there. I don't think Biff is here this morning. And T, let's see. Matt Stafford, CJ Stroud, Blake Corum, Woody Marks, Omarion Hampton, Kamini Vidal, Devontae, Nico, Ladd, Schultz, and yep, makes sense. You got Stafford, Stroud, pretty clear plan here. Makes sense. John says, join me for a mitten. We'll hop in another mitten. I just wanted to make sure I saw everyone's teams here. Jets drop bombs with the Knicks and Herbert, Saquon, Travion, RJ Harvey, and then Devonta Sutton, QJ Allen, and Ingram. So playing it through the AFC side opposite the Eagles makes sense there. All right. I'll hop in another mitten. I got to do it on my phone, and then we roll through chat here. It's always a little harder not in my office. The setup here is wonky. Waiting for 2 in the mitten. Chris said the Bears make the playoffs and not the Lions. It's like the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions are fighting for that one spot, if I'm not mistaken. But But yeah, I imagine it would be the Lions would get in at the expense of the Bears, is what I think is going on. If the Packers win tomorrow, it might lock in an NFC West team. Let me see. Because they're playing the Bears tomorrow. It would, yeah, because they would basically be they're basically locked in if they win. And then the Bears become a little dicier if not. Everyone loves a good car crash. Some car crashes are more fun. I don't know if the double QB car crash is the most fun crash, but yeah, it's never what you want with your first two picks. We'll just take Puka. I don't think that's going to be too controversial. We've got John Frandano here at the 2, Mr. Vinegar at the 3, and Jets drop bombs here at the 6. How does last night affect playoff best ball? Seattle gross now. It doesn't make them gross, but it does increase the bye week risk with them. And it's like it's one thing to have a bye week of a team we're all like really excited about, but I think everyone's like a little leery about the Seahawks. So you're like, and I think it's mostly just everyone's kind of scared of Sam Darnold. Like, do you really want to hitch your wagon to that? So I do think it makes Seattle less appealing. Like we saw in the last draft, JSN fell to 9 for me. Chris says, my comment about the Bears, if Niners lose to Bears or Rams to get the 1 seed. Yeah, that would be part. Okay, got it. Yeah, that would be part of it. That's my understanding with how that would have to shake out. Darnold was pretty good in the 4th and overtime, just saying. The great Darnold wars will continue until we get an answer. I will say that. John says, this is my first draft after last night, so seeing JSN to fall to 9 and yours, hoping to get JSN with Cook. Yeah, JSN Cook's going to be, for the contests that have been done so far, it's going to be rare. I don't imagine that's going to be super common anyway, but, maybe people really are out on the Rams stuff, or excuse me, on the Seahawks stuff. All right, so we've got Puka here. Let's see what John does. We are not going to get Puka Stafford, which is unfortunate. We will get Puka Kyron, which is nice. And then what do we want to try to do on the AFC side? Let's try to do let's grab RJ Harvey here. So we'll grab Kyron and Harvey. We are now there is a world where the Rams and Denver get to bye, but we'll play it through that the Rams are going to play the first week of the playoffs. We'll see about what we have to do over on the AFC side. Pritchett says, I'm overweight Seattle for what it's worth because the field is more scared, but I still wouldn't feel great about his style in big games. Team was dead before Shaheed woke them up. Yeah, it was so lethargic in the first half watching them. I mean, it was there were 2 3rd and longs where they just ran draw plays, which is something I feel like you see really bad teams do that are just like, I don't want to embarrass myself. It's you would never see that with, like, you just don't see that with like elite quarterbacks where they're just completely wave the white flag. And one of them it worked just purely because Ken Walker just like was an absolute beast. But there was some play calling that was just like really, I don't know. It is a little scary. Forgot about the Trump. McDonald too scared to let Sam drop back there and to get bailed out. Yep. Yeah, it was. I don't like that. I will say I don't like that, and I don't like that Shaheed had 1 target. Like he's like you said, he woke the team up. He's so explosive. What is this Trey Vince guy doing other than? Oh, why do you have Allen, May, and Nix? You just ruined my team, and your team sucks. All right, time to pivot. Time to pivot. It's over. My team's basically dead. Slash RJ Harvey's a fancy advanced rate piece. Thanks, pal. There's like nothing to even pivot to that has the QB and the studs open other than, I guess, Chargers. All right. We'll take Hampton and Corum. We'll just lock up all the Rams running backs. But this team's in bad shape, folks. I have 4 running backs through 5 rounds. You can't even play more than 2. This is terrible. Nez, I blame you. This is a Nez car crash. Dear God. Go Easy Cards. Thanks, Nez, for the masterclass on playoff best ball drafting. Is that a real thing? Did they add that, or are you just doing a bit, Go Easy Cards? Because I have not downloaded anything new. John Frandano, I ran into a hate drafter yesterday. Some people get tilted because they go in with a closed mind wanting specific teams. You do see that. People just like kamikaze, and it's a little bit tilting. I think this Trey Vince just doesn't know what they're doing, and that's why they have Allen, May, and Nix. You have 3 AFC quarterbacks. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can get. I got to turn my space heater off because I'm starting to cook. Hang on. Dear God. Oh, and then Lad goes. What? Why are you taking Lad? Dear God. I should have left Blake Corum. I'm about to pull a Trey Vince and just start drafting random quarterbacks to screw everybody. Oh my God. This is so bad. We'll take Herbert and who? Herbert and QJ? Why the heck not? It's already. I mean, this is so dead. We'll take her. Are there any Rams that go before? No. Can't even get Colby Parkinson. This is terrible. I should just draft the Lions. Herbert and QJ. Dear God. Yes, I should. I agree. I should have left Corum. I didn't think anyone would take Lad though. But there you go. Williams, maybe they end with 4 Lions or Bears to give themselves a Super Bowl. I think you're giving them a lot of credit there, Who Hames. Justice says, I like Houston as a better bailout team there. The thing about Houston is that I don't really like Houston without Nico. I feel like then I have a really hard time seeing Houston working without them. And so once that was gone, I don't really want the ancillary pieces and Woody Marks. Agreed, you should have. Yeah, that was where I went wrong. Terrence, this one went south, man. This one got away from me. This one's fat. Why do you have so many running backs? There was mistakes were made. I mean, look, one by one, we took Puka and Kyron off to a good start, and Harvey. All right, we'll get Bo Nix. No, we won't, because someone needs 3 quarterbacks. Okay, we'll pivot to the Chargers. The mistake was Blake Corum. We did not need the 4th running back there. So I should have just taken Lad. Yeah, Greg, who I'm saying hello to Greg. The Ravens are free. You know what, Doc? Unironically, that would have been probably a better move. What if we take Henry and Lamar? Maybe we just do that, and we can get 5 running backs. I'm more concerned about how you impact. What did I do? I don't think I'm at the 1. You're at the 6. Oh, I guess because you have Rant, you kind of needed Corum. Corum would have made sense for your team. I will say this: I do like the Corum Kyron stuff. I think you can draft both of them, and it does make a certain amount of sense. All right, let's shoot the moon here. Let's do it. Let's do Lamar Henry. This is going to be a hyper fragile wide receiver room. We're just going to have Puka, QJ, and Zay Flowers. This is not good. Don't do this. We're just trying to get out of here with a min cash and save $3. Dear God. Dear God. But you know what? We have a Super Bowl. If it is Lamar, Henry, and Flowers, they could be playing Puka, Kyron, and Corum. What more could you ask for? Maybe this is what we need. Maybe this is what we need to get to win the Mitten. Oof. Let's move past this one quickly. But yeah, I do think the lesson there is this is too much in this particular format. Hope everyone's having a good morning, by the way. Hope everyone's having a good one. I realize I have not done the timestamps. I've been negligent there, and I just drafted a not great team. But if you can drop a like and a sub, this is not our best stuff so far. But you know what? We're gonna rally. We're a second half team. Think of this stream as like a Sam Darnold stream, where we're only gonna go up from here. We're gonna take Zay Flowers, hopefully. If not, Mark Andrews or something. The only problem with this bailout, there's a lot of problems, is there will be Baltimore, like 5-man Baltimore stacks that you can do if I didn't take the Charger detour. And so if this truly is the Super Bowl, I think there will be like Rams, Ravens with more than just these 3 options. So it'll be kind of covered up. All right. So let's see what John did. Jalen Hurts, so a 1 QB team: Cook, Ramondre, Tank Bigsby, AJ Brown, Devontae, Dallas Goedert, BTJ, and Keon Coleman. So wraps up the main pass catchers there for John. Jake says, Chad, you made the 6 hole so mad he took all my Texans. This is not my fault. This is the fault of Trey Vince. Trey Vince ruined everything by taking Bo Nix there. I was happy to stay in my lane, and then there was a multi-car pileup on the expressway. Let's see what happened, though, Jake. Let's see what happened, Jake. T-Law Stroud, Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, Zach Charbonnet, and then JSN, Nico, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed, and Jalen Knoll. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. You just have different Texans. You have Jalen Knoll. I mean, that's gonna be very low owned. All right, let's see what happened to Jets drop bombs. Before we move, we close the book on this team and never look at it again. Stafford, Woody Marks, and Ty Johnson. Yeah, this team is calling out for Blake Corum. Devontae, Shakir, Kincaid, Colby Parkinson, Schultz, and Higgins and Ferguson. So, yeah, I don't know. He did have Woody Marks there, Jake. So I don't know. The Texans unfortunately got split between 2 teams on this one. Yeah, Purple, you smashed a like regardless. Absolutely. That'll help improve the quality. A real Friday show here. Hartman GM. Hope you're having a good one. Noel is the new Shaheed. Hopefully that doesn't mean 1 target and 0 catches. All right. Let's get in another Mitten. Let's turn this ship around. I've got to join on my phone. Waiting for 4. If anyone wants to get in, I'll try to update the timestamps, but we're going so far off the rails. All right, Mitten 3. All right, we are waiting for 2, and we're off. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, we got Lutz in the room. We got myself at the 2, John Fran, Dono at the 3, Crutches at the 4, and I don't think I know Method Mike or Craggy, but if you're in here, let me know. When you compare with Marks with Schultz and Higgins, you have to, yeah. You're getting unique pairings. You're getting unique combinatorial value, and you really just can't put a price on that. Hey, Captain James, GM, appreciate you coming by. We've had a tough start to the stream, but we're rallying. We are rallying. Puka took everything from us, including our sanity. So we're trying to regain that. Trying to draft some coherent playoff best ball teams. Let's grab Cook at the 2 over Allen. We were doing that yesterday, and I was kind of into it. Let's see what we can get. So we'll grab Cook over there, see what happens, and we're off and running. See what Mr. Crutches does at the 4. We got Puka, Cook, and CMC to start. I like CMC quite a bit. I consider doing a CMC team because we have not done a Niners team this morning on stream, and the Niners are much easier to build through than a lot of other teams. The ADPs are very friendly as far as where they're currently at. They kind of line up with where you want them, and then you can sprinkle in other teams. And usually once you've taken McCaffrey and Kittle, you're kind of safe. You can push Purdy a touch. So it's you always do run into the risk of somebody getting cute, but it is kind of nice. Brent Wilson, GM to you. Hope you're having a great one. I have a Puka Kenny Walker team in the semis. Pretty stoked about it. I mean, that is exactly what you want to be waking up to today, Brent Wilson. God, good luck to you. Hope the team makes it through. Wow, Josh Allen is plummeting in this room. A little surprised to see that. You do see people go May Hendo at the turn. JSN Allen. So the functional equivalent of getting JSN at the 9 for Crutches, because if you take an Allen there and then JSN fell, it's going to be a little bit hard to get, but now I think we've seen it twice now. So we took Cook. I think that means I'm going to take AJ Brown, and we'll see what Lutz does. Yeah, that was quite a fall for Allen. Yep, Lutz takes Stafford, which is what I was hoping he would do, and rather than taking Hurts. I think if you have Puka, not taking Stafford does not feel right. So we'll grab Jalen Hurts there, so at least we have a coherent Eagles versus Bills situation brewing on our side of the board. And I'll pull the board up so people can see. Hey, Insect Friction, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out. John says the room is sharp when Allen falls like that. Allen, a minus EV first round pick. I mean, we were talking about yesterday how he's tough to build, from. So there was a lot of good Josh Allen discussion there. But yeah, if it is nice when you get JSN Allen, even Jacobs. It's a little bit of a fall for him. So nice start here from Crutches out of the 4. But, I can't fault Method Mike for once he takes Kyron, if he passes on Allen, and then getting Kyron Devontae makes a lot of sense. And then Craggy here, Drake Mayhendo, if you want to build the Patriots side, that's kind of like the ideal start for that. So everyone is right now at least, very clearly in their lanes. You've got Patriots stack, you've got Rams and Broncos. You've got Crutches with Josh Allen, plus now building out on the NFC side. And then you have John here with Saquon, and then a Niners situation going on over there. So makes a lot of sense. See what Crutches next move is. He takes Ken Walker, so continues to build out the Seahawks side of things. We'll see what John gives to us. He takes Devontae, which is a little unfortunate because I would have preferred that to really any other pick in this range for me. But we'll take Shakir. We'll continue to grab the Buffalo side of things. But I don't love when you get Hurts and then you don't have 2 out of the big 3, which I consider to be Saquon, Brown, and Smith. I would like to have 2 of those 3. In this case, I'm only getting 1. So might end up going a little heavier on some of the other parts. Maybe even see Philly as not the Super Bowl team, but as more of an advance rate piece. We'll see. We'll take Dalton Kincaid, though. So now we've got Cook, Shakir, Kincaid. On the other side, we've got Hurts and A.J. Brown. And so we'll see. We will be adding a third team to this mix, but we'll see which team that ends up being. Crutch is taking BTJ there, much to the probable chagrin of Craggy, who had Etienne. I like Etienne a lot at cost. I'm trying to get a little more of him. Chad is ruining my life in here. I am? Oh, because you have Josh Allen? Yeah, I took Buffalo. I've got Cook. What do you want me to do? Blame John. John took Devontae from me. If John doesn't take Devontae, that's the knock-on effects. And then Kagi takes Dallas Goedert for we all had our lanes. What happened? What happened? Everybody's gone off the rails. We've got Craggy just taking one off Dallas Goedert. He had a nice thing going. Poor Crutches, he just has naked Josh Allen. Just now it's going to be Allen plus a lot of NFC stuff. It's not what I wanted. This is not how I wanted this to go. All right. And then I think I'll take Bucky here. I think I'll take Bucky, and then I'll probably build through the Tampa Bay side of the world before everyone loses their minds. So we'll queue up Mike Evans. I don't think I have to worry about Lutz taking random Tampa Bay Bucks, but you never know. If Mike Evans goes, maybe we pivot to Bears. He takes Juwan Jennings. I feel like people just got loose in this draft. Yeah, sorry, Kretz. It's fine. These are how these drafts go. Like you don't just get to lay claim to a team. It would be kind of fun if instead of drafting players, we just got to draft teams, and that was it. It would get really stale. But John does get Purdy there. He doesn't end up with Jennings, but that was a choice. He took Ladd over Purdy. We took Mike Evans with Bucky. We'll see what Crutches does. Could be a Tyrell Shavers team. Could be a Gabe Davis team. We do not know. Jake says this guy is taking the Texans in the underflow. There's just no honors among thieves. These morning drafts are usually well ordered. It's the people who are starting their day at work. You don't have the Saturday night lunatics. But apparently we're all a little loopy on this Friday. No one's in the Christmas spirit. Okay, Craggy takes Darnold. Oh, okay. Crutches already had T-Law. I was like, oh man, that would be a brutal snipe if that was. But yeah, 2 AFC quarterbacks makes more sense. Playing Seattle on the other side of that, with T-Law and BTJ, I think that makes sense. Herbert goes there. I think I just take Baker here. I don't think I see a reason to push that. We've only got Cook and Bucky. So, there would be something to be said, probably slightly minus EV in taking like an advance rate running back. But yeah, let's just keep building out Buccaneers. Do we want Igbuka, Godwin? Puka is making me a little nervous. I got to be honest. I'll just grab Godwin here. and then we can decide how we want to land the plane. So far, we've got Hurts and Baker, James Cook, Bucky Irving, A.J. Brown, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. So just have to decide. The Bucky stuff is not as good as it was. He's pretty much lost his goal line role to Sean Tucker. The long down and distance stuff has been going to Rashad White. So he's definitely less fun than he was previously. So it's not quite as comfortable having only these two running backs, but we are playing the Buffalo side, without Josh Allen. We need James Cook to be a thing and hopefully carry us to making a run. John says, my team is absolutely disgusting. I have no faith in the Chargers, and they're my only Super Bowl. Yeah, these things happen. These things happen. I'll let me get the board up, but I definitely, you have a lot of awesome advance rate stuff, and so you I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But yeah, I think the Chargers are going to be overrepresented compared to their Super Bowl odds just because they're like a pretty common bailout. And they're basically always taken, which is a little interesting compared to like Bears who don't always go. And then what do we want to do? I mean, like, I almost want to take... No. We'll just grab... You know what? Let's grab Jalen McMillan. He's going to be under-owned, I think. And now I have $5. So I theoretically do have the Bucks could play anyone kind of stack. The Jalen Hurts stuff, it's a little squirrely. I mean, we do have a theoretical Eagles, Bills Super Bowl, but I think now this turned into like a Tampa Bay. Hopefully Tampa Bay gets there. So interesting stuff here. Let's see what the rest of the room did. John, you said your team turned into a nightmare. Purdy, Herbert, and then CMC, Saquon, Hampton, Kittle, Devonta Smith, Ladd, Pearsall, and QJ. I think it's fine. Yeah, you need the Chargers, but I wouldn't call this team disgusting. I mean, I think the team I made last draft is literally disgusting. This team is just like, not the combos you want, but I think it's constructed well otherwise. Let's see what Crutches did. He goes Allen and T-Law, so two AFC quarterbacks versus Josh Jacobs, Ken Walker, and Sharbs. Yeah, I do like the two running backs on the same team. This is one example that I like. JSN, and then BTJ, Jaden Reed, Keon Coleman, and Romeo Dobbs. So a lot of different combos that can work. Yeah, I think I like that. Keon Coleman, sounds like it wasn't the preferred way to go, but we've seen him get there. It does seem like they're working him in more. And then Romeo Dobbs, a little bit lesser owned piece of the Packers. And all right, let's do one more, and then if people want, we can run a BR if people are interested in that. I try not to draft the same. Waiting for two in a Mitten if you want to get into the. And we're off. We're off. We got Craggy and Lutz again, Biff Tannen, Jerky, and T-Fly, myself with the 5. So we'll see what we can get here. I'll update the timestamp. D3. All right. And if you can, we're almost an hour in. I know we didn't get off to the best start, but if you can drop a like, drop a sub, that would be fantastic. We're all fighting through Puka-itis. Just, but some of you, it looks like, excuse me, some of you are definitely on the other side of the trade with a lot of Puka. See a bunch of you in the chat with Puka and, Puka Stafford teams in the semis, which is absolutely fantastic. So glad to see that. Some of you all hopefully making it through to the finals on that, but a lot of football left. You get a couple of games tomorrow, and it is exciting. It is the time of year. I mean, we wait literally all season. We're drafting these teams. We're going to be drafting big board teams in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And all of this comes down to this week 16 sweat and then obviously next week. So best of luck there. But this is why we do it. Luke says, GM, I need to pick a different time to draft. I hate being in a room with all you sweats. Yeah, you are in multiple sweaty rooms. So we've got Puka, JSN at the 2, Allen, and CMC. So what do we want to do here? You know what? I don't want to keep drafting the same teams. Let's take Drake May. If this guy takes Travion, I'm just going to close my laptop. John says, Chad, I don't know if you talked about this before. What are your thoughts on Puka? I have a few Puka Stafford, but they aren't attorneys I want. Only thing that feels good is 5 of my 22 don't have Puka. I think it's similar to Pitts, but not even as bad, right? Pitts nuking was your 10th round pick going off. And so that's really bad in a position that separates. Puka's your first round pick. Like if your first round pick isn't putting up 25, 28, you're probably in a lot of trouble anyway. So I think Puka is survivable. I don't think it's the end of the world. If you don't have Puka, is it good? No, it's not good. It's bad. You'd rather have Puka, but I don't think it's like Armageddon. So I think what happened is last week we had late round picks nuke. We had T-Law and we had Pitts, and to a lesser extent McBride. But like you can survive it a little more just because of the draft capital. And again, if your first round pick stinks, like I have CMC, if CMC puts up 12 points, like I was never advancing anyway. So, I wouldn't like freak out if I don't have Puka. Obviously, the fewer Puka teams in your pod, the better, because there's going to be a lot of flawed Puka teams. There's going to be Puka paired with a lot of duds or zeros or whatnot. So anyway, I would keep the faith. I would definitely keep the faith. Go Easy Cards, punishment for being late finishing the stream with a 12-man. Gosh, those 12-man rooms are going to be kind of brutal. But we'll see. If the people want a goal line stand, we can try to run one. I think the appetite for those is pretty diminished. We got Drake May and Travion. Let's see what we can get going on the other side of the trade here. We pull the board up, see what's going on. We got the one hole with Puka, Stafford, AJ Brown. I can't believe Jalen Hurts came back around. The one time I definitely don't need that. Huh. Yeah, that's a little weird. Very surprised to see that. You know what? Let's grab Nico. This is late for Nico. Might be a little more of an advance rate thing, or just we do Patriots and Texans on the AFC side, and then get someone a little different on the NFC side, because none of this NFC stuff, it all feels like the scraps of teams that have already kind of been picked over. So let's see. Hopefully T-Fly doesn't take Diggs. Not even that I'm super enamored with Diggs, but it does make sense if we've got the Drake May stuff going. All right, let's see. Crutcher says, I'm the guy who maxes every contest on the site, even I don't feel like working this week. Yeah. It's a slog. I'm really struggling to get to the 12 persons. Like, if I do, I would just be like vibing off of ADP. If you want a disheveled robe wearer guest, let me know. Emo Cowboy. Oh my goodness. I think we could probably arrange that, assuming you're talking about yourself. Like if you have like a stranger, I don't want that. But if you want to come on, I can send you. Nico is such a smash with his Super Bowl equity. Yeah, I like the Nico stuff there. I feel like that was a nice little ADP fall. Emo Cowboy, saw your BBM team looks. Yeah, the Toxic Tower BBM team, absolute smash. Googling disheveled. All right, I gotta lock in. I'm picking here. Emo Cowboy, give me a second, and I can shoot you a link. What are we doing here? I think we just take Woody Marks, right? I'm worried Woody Marks is not going to be the running back in the playoffs. Like, I actually genuinely think he can't hold up. He's not very athletic. I don't know if Nick Chubb's coming back. Jawar Jordan's probably going to start this week and look good. So we will see. Let me see. All right, hang on. All right, we're back. I think we just take Hunter Henry. Yeah, let's just grab Henry on this side. So we've got Drake, May, Travion, Diggs, and Henry. So we've got four Patriots. Let's see what we can wrap up on the other side of the fence here. All right, hang on 1 second. Oops. All right, Emo, I sent you a link. If you want to hop on, yeah, you no obligation if you do not, but you are now cordially invited to the program. Chris says, I hope the BBM champ is in this stream and gives chat. I hope that would be fantastic. I would love for one of you all to ship BBM. That would be absolutely awesome. All right, so we got Drake May on this side. I still need to figure out what my NFC team is. And it's getting thin. It's getting a little thin. It's getting down to like Tampa Bay and Chicago. So we'll see. All right. Emo Cowboy's going to hop in. Here we go. All right, Emo, you're up.
What's up? As promised.
As promised.
Here in the flesh. GM.
GM. I was promised a robe, and now, you could be wearing... Okay, all right. That's proof of robe enough. We're good. All right.
I'm not going to get you demonetized. I have too much respect for the Chad Candles brand.
Well, we're not monetized. This is purely a labor of love. But we don't want to get pre-demonetized and get put on a list here.
I will never pre-demonetize.
Excellent. What am I doing here? Am I taking because I think this is Stroud and then some NFC stuff. I don't know. What are you thinking? Tampa Bay or Chicago? Or the Bears? Or the Lions, I mean.
It's probably I think definitely Stroud, and then Chicago might be just underappreciated for what they can do just with the run game and a mobile quarterback. Like I said in your chat before, when it comes to the playoffs, I adjust for quarterback and I adjust for head coach. And Ben Johnson with Dan Campbell, 3 years of resume, it shows that it's hard to bet against the Ben Johnson offense in the playoffs. And Jared Goff wasn't exactly everybody's favorite playoff quarterback for a long time.
Yeah. So I guess I would just do Swift here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds good.
I'm with you on the Woody Marks skepticism for sure.
It feels bad. It feels really bad. Like I don't know. To me, he almost feels like the worst click in this at ADP. But we're all just like, oh, it's the Texans running back. But I don't know.
Yeah, the Texans running back outside of Joe Mixon has been such a boon for fantasy the last few years.
You gotta lock that in.
Yeah, and Joe Mixon really only good efficiency pre ankle injuries was fine.
Yep.
But it's always just been a volume play.
Yeah.
So and Woody Marks is getting okay volume, but yeah, he's not been a better runner than Chubb, which has been very funny. Who could have seen this coming?
Who could have predicted that the satellite back is not meant to be a workhorse?
Yeah. Well, then also behind that line of all things.
Yeah. Speaking of Chicago Bears, would you? Because we could do Monungai and then is it now DJ Moore? Is he the receiver to own on the Chicago side?
You're hopeful that Burden by playoff time the ankle's fine, and then he's obviously a tier above Moore.
Yeah.
And so that might be something people are kind of missing. Rome with the fractured foot, I don't know. Which sets Burden up even better, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I think Moore's solid to include, but we have a solid piece of evidence that like Burden's just a much stronger player.
Okay. Would you do the second running back or 2 receivers on this crew with Travion, Woody, and Swift?
I'd probably have Moore over Monungai, especially if you're taking Swift. I think you're counting on him being, 75 to 85% of that backfield, and then Moore and Burden, swap off or have good games.
Makes sense. All right, so this team ends up being Drake May, CJ Stroud, Travion Henderson, Woody Marks, DeAndre Swift, Nico Collins, Steph Diggs, Hunter Henry, Luther Burden, DJ Moore. I actually like this team. I feel like it came out for a playoff best ball team. We got a couple of the teams I think we like on the AFC side, and then the Bears.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to make choices in here.
You got to make choices. Many have said.
Oazy Cards is demanding a dab bomb draft. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll you never say never. Easy says up to Easy. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good one. The Mitten before dark. Yeah. Because I did famously run some late night shows that got about 11 views when I tried to stream at night. So I've decided sticking to the mornings. Sticking to the mornings is better. ATX Bearcats in your pod, and your BBM wagon team.
Yeah, we saw a few familiar names, and no offense, but eat shit this week.
There you go. I think that's the first time anyone's cursed on this channel. So Emo Cowboy.
Oh well, I feel so honored to be able to pop that cherry.
Appreciate you. It's Emo Cowboys. Unfortunately for you, Easy. That's the best we can do here. Disheveled hair it is. Emo Cowboy, even with disheveled hair, brings the hair game up several levels.
I need a shower. I haven't showered in 3 days.
It's just my natural beach hair. Crutches agrees. There's also McVay Shanny in the conference, so it's not like a mismatch other than Sirianni, of course. Yeah. I think Emo raises a good point on that. It is something that we should weigh more in the playoffs. I think on the other side too, with bad coaches, sometimes we
especially when it comes to just like offenses, right? Like they say defense wins championships, but like you just saw that, third best defense in the league last night get shredded, and they came away with a win, but it took a special teams touchdown. It took like 3 and outs right at the end of the game for each offense. They still scored at will. And so ultimately for fantasy, I think you're chasing teams that can just, push beyond their means on offense, and quarterback and offensive coach, huge for that.
Yeah. No, they're definitely a fun team. They're a team I hope they do get in. Although I have been drafting a lot of Lions, so maybe that's not true. I want to see them in the playoffs too, but it seems like it could be at their expense. Purple Yo saying it, shouting out Emo. Excited to see it. One of the good ones here, Emo. Appreciate you so much coming on. Low key, Lutz thinks Chicago misses the playoffs, but Emo responds, says offenses can push down their means when it counts. Crutches, somehow there's a guy in 2 to 3 of my BBM, solid team in both. That is a weird run out to have 2 out of 3 of the same person when there's like 36,000 people or whatever. ATX Bearcat also in the bigger board with Emo. No one likes to see that. Hartman, the sensors are coming, but
the sensors are coming. The
sensors are coming. Emo, you want to rip a? Let me see. I can't name these in here, but we'll remember this was yours if we.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I simply wanted to share the love and say hello, and I felt like such absolute dog crap that I thought it'd be funny for people to witness me down bad on day 3 of the flu.
Oh no! I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And then I thought I had an open morning, and I'm like, I have a meeting at 9:00. So I'll just bounce. But I wanted to say hello. I know you don't have a lot of Puka, going, but as you said earlier in the stream, Pitts and T-Law didn't auto advance any teams last week. I famously didn't advance one of my T-Law Pitts teams. So, good luck, everybody. There's still a lot of ball. And if absolute Jags like Kyle Pitts and Trevor Lawrence can put up 40-point games, anyone can.
Well, that is perfect. Emo Cowboy, can you tell the people where they can find you?
Check us out on the Fantasy Sanctuary and on the Toxic Tower, bringing you very different types of content on those channels. But Chad, and also just want to say, man, super stoked for you and the channel. You've had a pretty solid year. Hopefully you can squeak something through here in the finals, but good for you, brother. Keep on churning. I'm glad there's a solid, good people stance here in the morning stream window. Good for you, brother.
Hey, appreciate you. I put the links to your channel. I mean, people know. I don't know if that second link was right. But I put some links to your stuff. If people don't subscribe to Emo Cowboy's Fantasy Sanctuary and Toxic Tower, absolutely should. But Emo Cowboy, thanks so much for coming on, taking some time from your day, and I hope you feel better. Best of luck with your with all your advanced rates. And
hey, the flu can't keep us down if the Puka's keeping us high. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Much love, brother. Have a good one.
Yeah, take care. All right. Well, appreciate Emo Cowboy so much for for coming on. Sorry, it was getting wonky there, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Let me hop into another Mitten, and then I can catch back up with chat here. Again, I have to join these on my phone, which are not. Which is it's snap filled. I apologize. Nothing you can do with that. And you guys know when I'm joining because I pick up my phone. All right, let's see. It doesn't look like we got anyone in here, but if you are in here, let me know. Yeah, we will never know what Emo wants to draft, but Emo has a big important meeting. He's like a manager now. So, in a big board with Emo. Unfortunately, I think I like the unfortunately. It is an honor to have Emo on. That was a ton of fun. Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, I've definitely been taking him in these. Probably more than I should with how low the Lions are likely to advance. Very inspirational, making me feel well. I mean, that's why we brought him on. Because we knew it was we knew he would bring the energy. Yeah, best of luck to Emo. Likewise, ATX Bearcat and yours as well. Yeah, this is a boss stream. This is the boss stream you ordered on Temu. But yeah, it's very loosey-goosey here. I do want to figure out how to get a little better box for the video stuff, especially if when I do have guests. But all right, let's take Allen, see what happens. Take Allen at the 3, despite some saying he was the most negative EV pick on the board. We'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a shot here, but always open to have guests. There might be. I'll tease. There might be a guest on one of next week's streams. I think I'll be streaming on Monday and Tuesday. I don't think I'll be able to stream probably the rest of the week, mostly because of childcare stuff. So I'll be streaming Monday. I'll be streaming Tuesday. After that, I will have to see what I can do. But we'll do our best. I also imagine, Christmas Eve will be a little bit lighter, but we'll see. Allen at 3, a crime against EV. Yeah, the people hate it, but we'll see. Maybe we can draft a good Josh Allen team. See what we can come up with. And one other, I did not put a timestamp for when Emo came on, which I should have. Surprised Drake May came back, and of course Matt Stafford comes back. You know what? No, this is bad. Let's just grab Shakir. No, I don't know. I kind of wanted to take Niner stuff with no McCaffrey because I think all of my Purdy Jennings is tied to CMC. So I'd be interested to see what that kind of looks like, but it might just be terrible. I was inverted takes Kittle. So I don't know if Algo was planning on building through that and just thought he could push it, but that does not go well for him. Let's take Etienne on this side. Running back is going to get really thin on us really fast, I think. I don't like Shakir at 2. This to me feels like I just lost the Mitten. I can't stand Shakir at the 2. It doesn't feel like you're getting nearly enough firepower. Go Easy Card's done 7 goal line stands. I'm pretty sure Gunnar Ross has been in everyone. He's very good at the 12 persons. So I guess that's how he's planned for this week. And honestly, I think with it being such a lazy week, if you're gonna pick a contest people aren't like doing as much for, it's not a bad strategy. I'm so confused why Allen is a bad first round pick. I think it's just because it's the way the rest of your team ends up looking and how hard it is to make like elite stacks on teams with high Super Bowl equity once you take him there. So I don't know. I think it's just like a kind of a roster construction sort of problem, because you can't get the running back from that side, and then on the NFC side, like you're tend to be foregoing CMC, Saquon, Kyron. It's just a little bit wonky. Hartman, does Underdog have a bunch of Christmas BRs next week? I know there's a lot of NBA stuff. I imagine next week though there will be, with the NFL having Christmas games. All right, let's see. We've got Allen and Etienne. Let's take BTJ here because we're going to be building some Jags and Buffalo stuff here. Yeah, John is exaggerating. Yeah, because Shady Advice was talking about this, and I think he's down on Allen as a first round pick. But I think there was a fair amount of nuance to it. I agree. First half of round 1 is bad without Cook, but back half is fine. Yeah, I think that's it makes sense. The earlier you get him, the worse it is. Obviously, the gold standard would be if you can get with Cook, which I haven't been able to do in the Mitten. And I think Shakir as a second round pick is just not good. But I kind of at the last minute changed what I was going to do, and so I was about to queue up Jacoby Myers, and he just vanished from my hands. I'll just take T-Law here. So we've got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid. So we've got 6 players, and then I think we're going to load up on something on the NFC side. We'll see what that ends up being. People already have Allen Cook and look at Bill's Super Bowl equity relative to other teams. Yeah. Again, I think the one thing is that was a lot more common in the way too early. There's way fewer teams like that in the Mitten. Yeah, no other team can outscore Cook for sure. Obviously, being facetious there is Jake. Bills and Eagles both have a 15 chance to make the Super Bowl, and you can get entire Eagles offense plus Cook/Harvey or whatever. Let me make my pick here, and then we can get back to that. I'm going to take Swift here, and we're going to build. We're going to take a whole bunch of bears, I think. The thing about Josh Allen is it's very simple. You might need Josh Allen. Like, he might score 45 fantasy points, and then it doesn't matter where you took him. You're going to advance, or if you don't have him, you're probably going to die. Like, he is just one of those. He's the only quarterback that really feels like they can just have that total nuclear separation week. So having 0 because like you're losing some projection, I think ignores like portfolio extinction risk of having none is kind of what so like I think you have to take some, and it's just when and where you take him. But I think taking 0, like, unless your whole thesis is like, I'm fine fading Josh Allen, if he beats me, and if you want to go through the playoffs that way, that's fine. But you just have to know you could just lose everything. Like, you could just roll best ball snake eyes if you go down that road. Yeah. All right. Where are my Bears here? Take DJ Moore. I think I'm just going to take a bunch of Bears to end this. We'll take 4 Bears and wind it down. Running back is going to be dicey. We're going to be pretty reliant on Travis Henry, but we'll see. If Allen is bad in round 1 without Cook, then isn't Cook bad in round 1 without Allen? No, because you'll theoretically have like other quarterbacks. Like you'll just need to have the NFC side, right? Is what I would think. Yeah, I agree. You don't want 0 Josh Allen. Have you been doing Ravens at all? I have, as a bailout. I did in probably the worst draft I've done yet. About 30 minutes ago, I ended up bailing out to the Ravens. I have been doing some of them. Let me take my Luther Bird in here. I've been taking some Ravens because if they make the playoffs, they're going to get very expensive. And by they, I mean Henry and Lamar, because I think people will talk to themselves into being like huge advance rate pieces. I think people will take one off Lamar in cases. I think people will take Lamar and then like a bunch of NFC stuff. So I think those guys could get kind of steamy. So I think if you want to build Ravens, now is a great time to do it because they're literally free. Like, in all likelihood, they're going to go undrafted. My issue is I'm kind of down on the Ravens. I know Lamar seems healthier. He seems like he's running more, but the offense just isn't quite working right still. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely think you should be taking some. I think that's some of the reason we're drafting these, before week 16 is done, is because you can get stuff cheaper than you can otherwise get. All right, we'll take Monungai in this one. I think this is a different scenario than the last draft because our only other running back is Etienne. So our team ends up being Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monungai, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, BTJ, DJ Moore, and Luther Burden. So Bills and Jags versus the Chicago Bears. A little bit light, but we'll see. John says it's not about other running backs can't outscore Cook. Its QB is relatively replaceable and opportunity cost. Easier to build with Cook, though. It's definitely easier to build with Cook. At John Brother, if you're pulling up to Cook to 2, then you're doing the same thing. Running back is replaceable also. Jake says Josh Allen's 40-point game is less replaceable than Cook's 30. Well, it also depends how far along we are. Like if you're in the conference finals and there's only 4 teams left, you might not be able to replace Cook's 30-point game either. Like they might just both not really be replaceable, like in those hypothetical situations. Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl. Draft all the Cook you want. Go Easy Cards, you should be drafting hand over fist right now because you can get them free every time. Easy says the Allen thing isn't about how you replace QB versus running back in a Super Bowl. It's the idea that Allen scores 30+ points every week and you need him to advance. Yes, exactly that. There are cases where if you don't have him, you auto lose. Like you're just done. Jalen Hurts is Josh Allen. Oh no, stop it, John. Jalen Hurts doesn't have. We have not seen that ceiling whatsoever this year. I don't think I agree that Jalen Hurts can do that in the same way Allen has. Like we just have not seen that at all this season. Could you imagine an all wildcard Super Bowl Detroit-Baltimore? That sounds super fun. I would sign up for that. Yes, Allen can bury me if he drops 30, but not if Hurts puts up 25 and Cook has a solid game. I mean, I mean to be we're drafting both of them. Like I think to be an absolutes in playoff best ball is not great. Like I don't really love JSN, but I don't think I want like none of him because it's like a small contest. There's huge amounts of variance. If a team loses and you have those players, they're just all gone. If Seattle's making a run, like you're gonna want Seahawks. Like I think it's I don't know what the I don't know what you win when you fade Allen is, unless Allen just duds. Which in case of then it doesn't matter if you drafted him at pick 4 or pick 9. Like you would be like, this is a huge value I'm getting here. But if he duds, he duds. Like I don't know. What are the odds that Shakir has a Gabe Davis-esque playoff game and you need Allen Shakir? I don't know. I don't like Shakir, but I've been taking him, as you just saw. I took him on this team. Excuse me, probably pretty low, but you know, Hartman, my Hurts Shakir team will outscore them since Hurts will tush push 3 touchdowns this week. Yeah, if you think a Hurts is going to tush push, then your Hurts team should have like 1 pass catcher, because like the Hurts nuke games are like Hurts gets all the rushing work and he doesn't drag along like 3 pass catchers like we're drafting him. But we need all those different pieces because it's not a 1-week contest. Like we have to get there. Crutch is disagreeing with John here. Nick Sirianni, yeah, it is not fun taking the Nick Sirianni stuff. They are absolutely brutal, and they're generally not fun to watch. The argument is Bills have 15% chance to make the Super Bowl and Eagles do too. So how to weigh those odds? Well, the other thing you have to look at is they're in different conferences. So you have to like, if you go Eagles, then you got to figure out what does it look like on the NFC side and vice versa. So it's like, I don't think you can just purely look at Super Bowl odds when you're talking cross conferences, because it completely changes how the rest of your team gets structured. Easy coming in noting the Bills and Eagles do not have the same Super Bowl odds, and that the Eagles odds are worse than the Texans. If we want to extend the logic, then we should be taking CJ Stroud around where we're taking Jalen Hurts, if we're gonna do if that's the case. Dear God. What would be the ugliest Super Bowl matchup for fantasy purposes? I'm immediately thinking Texans. I mean, Nico's fun, but beyond that, it's pretty bad. So I would say the Texans would not be fun for fantasy versus the Packers. The Packers are annoying and they're not super fun. Oh, easy has it. Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers Packers would be killer. It's like, which tight end? How many tight ends can you roster? Yeah, Steelers Packers would be disgusting. Yeah, different tiers. Buffalo's 22, Eagles have 15. Crutches has a sheet. That's why I have infinite Houston teams. Yeah, the Houston's, especially how cheap Houston was. Houston's gotten more expensive as time has gone on. But the only thing about Houston that stinks is the ancillary pieces like feel bad, but they're not like, they're pretty bad. John says we're talking Nico where Hurts goes is definitely correct. Nico undervalued. Yeah, Hurts has tush push upside. Yes. Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying if you're purely weighting it on who can get you to the Super Bowl, Seattle Houston could be one. Seattle has some fantasy stuff. Seattle definitely has some fun stuff. I mean, I say they're fun, but Kent Walker and Sharps are actually way more annoying than they are fun. Shaheed is fun when the 3 weeks out of the season he works. Yeah, that wouldn't be super exciting. Josh Allen famously does not score rushing touchdowns. Too strong team. Well, we thought they were strong, and then they gave up 37 points. But Yes, they're also running fake tush pushes and Goddard stuff at the goal. The Goddard pop pass, randomly Sirianni decides like that's like what makes him happy in life, and you get 2 Dallas Goddard pop passes. The one like not malcontent either, which is funny. Who gets the like freebie scam touchdowns? Or maybe maybe Goddard really is a secret malcontent. All right, let's hop in one more, and then maybe we'll get out of here. But it's also, if you all can, like and sub our rip off of the Bosch where Emo Cowboy was nice enough to come on. Really brought us back because we were struggling early. All right, we're in it for snap build. So let's see. Did anyone get in? Why does it keep doing that? Oh yeah, this is a good one. We got JT Vinegar at the 2, myself at the 3, and we got John in crutches here. John at the 4, crutches at the 5, and then a wild card no Badger at the 6. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. I will probably call it after this, but I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and truly good luck in your quarterfinal matchups or your semifinal matchups. Now, would love to see some finals teams. Love to get some sweats. We can pull up some of the teams that are in the finals on stream next week, and so that would be fun to go over some of them. Go Easy Cards did a Gainwell warranty cash in the goal lines. Did a Gainwell warranty in the goal line stand odds at cashes? I don't know. Go Easy Cards. Why did you do that? Now I'm scared to take Josh Allen. I don't want to be the Josh Allen fish. Do we take James Cook ahead of? I'm trying to see if there's anything fun I could do. Oh, I'll take JSN. No, I won't. No, we're gonna build the best Josh Allen team you've ever seen. Let's do it. Let's not get bullied. Sorry, crutches. We're taking Josh Allen at 3. FK Coolers, I hope John takes Allen to complete. That would be pretty funny. It would have been funny if I took Jason and he just snapped calls. Yeah, ruined. Crutches has Cook. All right, let's see. Let's see. I was going to. It would have been pretty funny. Silky Waves takes Saquon and Kyron. Okay. The team has Shuck, Olave, Juwan got boxed out of running back, so made it fun. Let me see. The Steelers. Oh, it's Steelers Lions. Could be fun. It could be fun. If that game shoots out and the Steelers get there through the crowd, I don't know. I'd encourage you to push the Bills pass catchers and play Superhero Allen. Is easy doing a bit. We've got to see. Let's take Josh Jacobs. We'll do Allen Jacobs. We'll see what happens. Superhero Allen. Dear God. No bit, never. Now I'm confused. You would never pass on the pass catchers, or you would never take them, or you would never do a bit. Never do a bit. Got it. Took me a second. Are you a Gibbs 101 truther? I am on the Bijan train. I don't think I'm a Gibbs 101 truther. I think I'm kind of agnostic this week. So I don't know. Drake May at 13 is kind of nice. Puka, AJ Brown, Drake May. Yeah, that's not too bad. You see a lot of Drake May at the 6-7. All right, we got Josh Allen. We got Josh Jacobs. What do we want to do from here? Let's see what the CMC drafter does. He takes Etienne. So just hogging all of the running backs. All right. Let's try something. Let's take Kittle. Let's take Kittle. Superman Josh Allen. What is this guy doing? Honestly. The guy with 3 running backs? You? Or the one hole? I almost did the hand motions, but I just can't. FK Cooler is a question I ask myself every day. And now Chad is going to take all mine. Yeah, I am taking all your Niners. This is what you get. This is what happens. I even called you the CMC drafter, assuming you were going to take George Kittle. And now I'm doing Superman Josh Allen because I'm easily persuaded by the chat. And Easy said go Superman Allen. We're going to do it. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to take Juwan J. I said I wanted to do this. I am sorry. I did want to try the Niners stuff without I did want the Niners stuff without CMC. I wanted to see what that would look like. So we're going to find out. Go Easy Cards, Mr. Candles. Thanks for the entertaining mornings this week, and may your week 16 be profitable and smart. Hey, likewise, Go Easy Cards. Thanks so much for coming in, hanging out. Appreciate all of you. What is Sky Waves doing? I assume you mean Silky Waves. Saquon, Kyron, Hurts, Knicks. It's not like horrifyingly bad, assuming there's some play. The Knicks pick is a little weird. I mean, Hurts, Saquon, I would never criticize someone for doing that in playoff best ball. I just don't know if the Knicks pick makes sense in that context. I think you'd want, if you took another quarterback, you'd want it on the NFC side as well. JT Benninger takes Ricky Pearsall. I was not necessarily expecting Ricky Pearsall to go. This is very late for Devonta Smith, but I'm afraid I can't do that. Let's take Christian Watson here. We're going to keep building out more Packers. I don't want someone to snap that off. So we got Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, and Christian Watson. Josh Allen, expecting father. The seed is strong. Yeah, he gets that new dad strength. Chad, you are allowed to take some Bills. I was going to take Kincaid, but now we're committed to the bit. We've got a plan, though. Don't worry. Don't you fret, Easy. You are all sniping each other and giving Crutches a nice team. He thanks you. Let's see what is. Oh yeah, because the Crutches does have Cook, Shakir. You got Cook, Shakir, and Kincaid, and then Adam Stafford, Corum. Crutches does have a nice team, and that might be my fault for not taking Kincaid. I took the mission seriously. Yeah, you guys know this channel takes things seriously. You know, we're trying to do a Josh Allen Superman team. We're gonna do a Josh Allen Superman team. I don't really understand the I don't really understand what we did wrong here. And we take Reed. So on the Green Bay side, we've got Jacobs, Watson, and Reed. With the Niners, we've got Kittle and Jennings. I kind of imagine this going differently because I don't have a running back for my hypothetical Bills Niners Super Bowl. Didn't think that part through. We might need to take a Bill. We might need to take a Bill, guys. But who? We're definitely not going to take another quarterback. We're just going to stick with this. Let me see. What other Packers do we got? We took Jaden Reed. I don't think we need to take Love. Dobbs. Brian Robinson. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to take Ty Johnson here because I do think he's most likely to be the if there is a passing touchdown. We're just gonna take Ty Johnson. I don't think I did this very well. I think I failed the mission. Chief says, I was wondering if these playoff contests it's possibly profitable to ignore the big prize and play only to advance. No, especially not in the Mitten. I think not in the Mitten. I don't think you can do that because you only get $3. You don't even get your entry fee back. Easy says, I think it plays honestly maybe better with Kincaid, but all good. Yeah, I think it would have been a little better with Kincaid, but that's okay. The one hole's trolling. We'll see what everyone is trolling. I'm not trolling. I got a mission and I took it seriously. I took the mission seriously. I'm punting right now, says John. Dear God. Yeah, now troll advance rate pieces. Super Bowl locked up. I mean, don't we just take Lad McConkey? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Let's take Lad because I do know. Yes, I need some wide receiver firepower. My wide receivers are George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed. Let's take one advance rate piece that worked last year. People are throwing up and crying now as they watch this, but that's okay. Yeah, playing to min cash is definitely minus EV. Hey, Lou Dog, appreciate you. I'm sorry you had to join during this draft. This one, we tried to do a mission and it failed. But that's what we do. It's Mission Friday. It's a new bit. Or no, it's not a bit. We don't do bits. They're serious. We're going to take Dawson Knox if you want the most vomit Josh Allen addition to this team. Ty Johnson, Dawson Knox, Josh Allen. Easy game. Easy game. On the Niners side, we've got... I realized I only took 2 Niners. I thought I had more than that. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to really just upset everyone, and we're going to end this team with Brian Robinson. If we're not going to have CMC, and we are going to have these Niners, maybe CMC doesn't make it. This is probably terrible, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it on the Niners side. So this team, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Ty Johnson, Brian Robinson, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Ladd. Easy is upset. No! Steeler running back, get some points. I failed the mission. I was supposed to take more advanced rate stuff. I got scared at running back. Easy. You're right. A Steeler, but I don't. Yeah. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Easy. Failed successfully. I mean, what more could you want? What more could you want? The good news is, Easy. This team has your fingerprints all over it. So Easy. This is your abomination here. All right, let's see what everyone else did. But no, appreciate that was a fun draft. I have no idea. I haven't done a single draft, but you made me laugh. Yes, we got there. Go Easy Cards. Let me guess who advanced out of this pod. All right, let's look at all the teams. Oh, we'll even look at the people who we don't know. Almighty Jamin. He has 3 quarterbacks. I'm not even looking at the rest of his team. JT Vinegar, Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Christian Watson, Travion Henderson, Travis Etienne, Ricky Pearsall, Steph Diggs, Brenton Strange, Emeka Egbuka, Chris Godwin. I don't think you have enough wide receiver horsepower here because I'm just worried that Ricky Pearsall is not going to play. So that's my concern here. And then Diggs, Strange, Egbuka, Godwin feels really light. Your running backs are awesome. Your quarterbacks are awesome. I have some concerns. That's because you took all the Niners. All right, we'll go through my team again because it's so nice. I think we should look at it again. Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Ty Johnson, Brian Robinson, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Ladd, Dawson Knox. Go Easy Cards agrees. It may have been my fault there. Beautiful team here. and probably one of the few Brian Robinson teams because it's a bad pick. Actually, well, yeah, it's a bad pick. I don't have enough wide receiver running back firepower. You're 100% right, Jake. My running back situation is grim. All right. John Frandano, CJ Stroud, Jared Goff, RJ Harvey, Woody Marks, Charbonnet, and Gibbs. So he does the Detroit bailout. JSN, Nico, Sutton, Amon-Ra. Yeah, I mean, it looks good assuming Detroit makes the playoffs. These Detroit teams all kind of go around the same thing. All right, Crutches. Crutches actually ended up with a nice team while we were all goofing off. Matt Stafford, Caleb Williams, James Cook, Blake Corum, DeAndre Swift, and then Devontae Adams, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, Luther Burden, Rome Odunze. So, yeah, nice Bears team. Nice Lion stuff, and then really the good non Allen parts of the Bills. So a good team here from Crutches. And then the other drafter, Hurts, Nix, Saquon, Kyron, Bucky, Devonta, Jacobs, Troy Franklin, Evans, Moore. I think clearly Crutches team is the class of the field in this room. Hey, Fantasy Football Garage, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you coming by. Easy says we have 3 more weeks for the Meteor to hunt down CMC, then B-Rob is probably around 5 pick. Could be. I mean, I am not deep enough into the Sims weeds to know whether Brian Robinson actually is a plausible pick or not. But we made it nonetheless. But he will, like Easy says, he will become a round 5 pick if something happens to CMC. And we all know CMC famously has never been injured before. So it's probably bad, but we were trying something different. I imagine it's awful, but we had fun. There we go. And if we're not drafting, that's why we're drafting mittens and not gauntlets. We can have a little fun. We can have a little treat. We can have Brian Robinson as a treat. Go Easy Cards 101 should have just stayed in their lane and drafted Hawk Tua. They took 3 quarterbacks. You hate to see it. You really do. Newbie, rescue me. Yeah, Newbie's gonna look at this and be like, no, you can't be. This is getting voided. Crutches built too good of a team because I was drafting Niners for no reason, as to the chagrin of JT Vinegar there. But everyone, appreciate you all so much. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub. I'll be back on Monday. Hopefully we'll have a sweat that night. We'll see. Go Easy Card says the 101 has an advancing type team. Yeah, you get your $3 back after paying $5. It's 2 of 6. It is 2 of 6. But all right, I will. I'll see you all tomorrow. Or I'll see you all this weekend. I'll be in the Discord streets. I'm out there on Twitter. M Stockton, hey, these Thursday night games and fantasy explosions. M Stockton, I am glad you're having some fun because Puka had the opposite effect here. I did not have enough Puka for any kind of anatomical response there, but appreciate you. Last draft before the collusion ban. Jesus Christ. All right. I'll see y'all Monday. Take care.